They're the best. I love them. Even though
Insert driver's name.
owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
First safety rule, never
There you
call
go.
your driver insert
There you go.
driver's name. Her name
Say
is
hi.
Teresa. She's fantastic.
Hi.
Everyone say, hey, Teresa. That was adequate. It's only for you to keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle. If you have an emergency or drop something overboard, we have an emergency cord running down the center of the ceiling. Just give that a tug and I'll be back to assist you. And keep those cameras protected because we have a few water effects on the tour. We don't want to get squirted in the face. So practice this. Take a picture. Directly off to the left is stage 25. Now, this is one of the busiest stages on the line. It's currently home to CSI, Crime Scene Investigation, starring Ted Danson and Elizabeth Shue. What does every CSI? Bruce Almighty, starring Jim Carrey.
Place the dog!
I'm in the shower!
Like that? Outside good.
Ta-da! We dressed it up with a couple of trees, added a few street signs, added a Jim Carrey. We can add a Jim Carrey to any of these sets.
Like that? Outside good.
Oh, you're done now. Great. Beautiful.
Yes, it is. This area has been used time and time again over the years for things like we've used it as different cities, different time periods. Speaking of different time periods, we are entering Hill Valley from Back to the Future. And we call this area Courthouse Square, but this was Hill Valley from those movies. In fact, we're currently on the street where Michael J. Fox took his DeLorean up to 88 miles an hour. So out of tribute, our driver Teresa is going to take this tram to 88 miles an hour. Go! More like 8.8. That's all we can do. We tried. We tried so hard. And we all know that famous clock tower from Back to the Future. It's still standing. This is building on the right. It looks a little different. We have to change all of these exterior sets just a little bit from one production to the next. We don't want them to look exactly the same. Otherwise, you guys would easily recognize it and say, oh, that's just that place where they shot Back to the Future. We don't want you to be thinking about that during a movie or a TV show. Here's this area in Psycho 2. To Kill a Mockingbird. We also used it for one of my favorites, Inherit the Wind with Spencer Tracy. Of course, Bruce Almighty.
Monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island. In a sense, this is like a mini sequel, a mini continuation. We're just taking the Kong and Skull Island and the dinosaurs that we established in our feature film, and this is, another day, another incident on Skull Island, using the creatures and the character and personality of Kong as he appeared in the movie.
ladies and gentlemen, King Kong 360 3D. Hooray! Thanks, guys. I don't want to take credit for how awesome that was, but I'm going to. You're welcome. The whole thing was created by Peter Jackson and his buddies at Reddit Digital. They're Academy Award winners. They worked on Lord of the Rings, King Kong, Avatar, Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
I think it's faster than Peter's cars on here.
We've got the Deathmobile from Animal House. Bagged up PI's Ferrari. It's not a real Ferrari, just a Ferrari shell over a Volkswagen engine. The hovercraft from Serenity, this car from Back to the Future, and one of the original DeLoreans from the movie. We're ending things off with one of the tanks from Doomsday, and some of the racers from the Fast and the Furious. We're going to take you guys behind the scenes of Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. That's the third one. To show you how we can bring a few picture cars to life using something called motion control technology. Welcome to the Special Effects Stage 55, which you can see is decked out kind of Tokyo style for an upcoming test run. We have our stage manager Mike in position, ready to go. Hey Mike, can you go ahead and clear the set whenever you're ready? Thank you.
Clear on the set. Let's see the bullet hits. And go. Smoke. Go. Fire. Go. Okay, we're clear for a full run through. All systems check. This one's for real, guys, so watch out. And action.
Cut. Those cars are good examples of motion control technology. Go ahead and take a bow, boys. Very nice. Hey, show them that thing I taught you. Yeah, that's right. I choreograph car dances. Don't judge me. I call this move slowly turning around in a circle. Take all the pictures you want, put it up in your Facebook. Just make sure to tag me, third car, if you always forget. Put it up on your Instagram. You can make it look like these are hipster cars. We're going to leave behind the mean streets of Tokyo with the German cars and the song in Spanish, for some reason, to take you guys to the jungle islands off the coast of Costa Rica. Now basically, what I'm recognize a few. We have the RV on the left. It was the mobile lab unit that dangled off the cliff in the Lost World. We also have a few of the dinosaurs from that movie in a cage on the right. Wait, the cage is empty. Teresa, the cage is empty! Take that second car, taking it like it's perfect. You probably figured it out. We're determined to squirt you with water one way or another today. It's gonna happen. But it's good weather for it. It's refreshing. In fact, I want to see what kind of weather we can expect the rest of the tour. Let me turn it over to my good buddy from the Today Show, Mr. Al Roker.
Hi everybody, here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry.
On the left, let's get a little thunder, maybe a little lightning just to start it off. There you go. You can see the lightning flashing, hear the thunder rolling in. Let's do a full rainstorm. In fact, it rained all yesterday just because we as Hollywood willed it so. Let me show you how. Control room, give me a little rain. Voila. Now, control room, go ahead and shut that off. Thank you.
Pala sa gitna. May darating na bulan.
Control room, you're embarrassing me. Shut it off. Sorry, we got a little problem. Let me just talk to him real quick. I will punch you in the face. You shut it off. No, I don't care. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Just push the blue button. Yeah. Wrong button. Wrong button. That was the red button. That was the red button. Good luck.
Yan na, it's done. There's a flash.
The flash flood. We just released thousands of gallons of recycled water from large tanks on the top of the hill. Now we're just gonna bottle it all up and send it up to Disneyland. Sweet revenge. We're entering an area that we call Denver Street. This is cool. This is where the studio tour first started. Back in the day, we used to just do a bunch of silent westerns, and we shot most of them in this area. Our founder was a guy named Carl Lemley, who was really smart. He said, you know what, people like movies. They probably like to see how movies get made. So he built some bleachers on this hill on the right. And he charged spectators just $1 to come in here all day and watch all of the silent westerns being made. They could cheer the good guys, boo the bad guys. Because the movies were silent, you weren't going to pick up the sound of their voices. Now take a look at all the doors on the street. You notice that most of them are a little smaller than regular doors. That's because a lot of our movie cowboys had a bit of a height problem. They were shorties. So to make a sort of phones.
No distance.
That's the FBI?
Yeah, we're here about the human remains.
That's him. Right over there.
You alright?
It looks like the casting crew are taking a lunch break. I feel kind of sneaky being allowed in here. But I can tell you some of the secrets here at Hollywood. Alright. What I was saying is Hollywood's biggest secret is... Hold on, there's something. Hold on. Behind you. Behind you.
Earthquake. Oh.
Oh, guys, the roof is on fire. We don't need no water, let the mother burn. Hold on tight. Stop the church, on the left. Must be LA subway. There's no one on board. Oh no. Okay. Alright, every man for himself. Every woman with me. That was an 8.3 on the Richter scale. How we looking at it, guys?
We're picking something up. It's really big, and it's headed your way.
If it's really big, it's probably your girlfriend. Am I right? I'm sorry, you're serious.
I want those men out of the water now.
Alright, I'll do my best. Buddy, swim back to the... that's right. I think the worst part of this is, we're just sitting here watching him die. Like it's entertainment. Second car, jump in and help him. You cowards. Alright, I'll save your life. We're gonna hide behind these big red barrels filled with flamable. Must be French. Oh no, that flamable is flammable. It's alright, I saw on the Discovery Channel that fire is the shark's natural enemy. That's based on Bruce, the mechanical shark from Jaws. When we were shooting Jaws, that shark never works. Ever. We tested him out in a freshwater tank in stage 27, and he worked perfectly. Then we dropped him in the ocean off the coast of Martha's Vineyard, and the very first day, he sank like a rock, all the way to the bottom of the ocean. Here's Steven Spielberg to tell you more.
That's much of a line shark. The shark was frustrated. It didn't really work over time. It didn't work.
Here just yesterday. You can see the ladies' houses. You can also see a few of the picture cars in the driveways and parked on the street. Take a look at a few of them, like these two cars on the right. You'll notice that the car company logo is covered up with a sticker. That's because ABC doesn't want that car company to get a free commercial every single week. So they have to pay extra money to get their logo shown on screen. It's just how it works here in Hollywood. This pink house on the end of the street belongs to the character of Renee, played by Vanessa Williams. Before that, it belonged to Edie Britt, played by Nicolette Sheridan. You can also see that the street is constantly in bloom year-round. That's impossible. It's only possible here because the flowers are fake. They're made of plastic. We sew them to the trees. Let me point out a few of the houses as we go back. First of all, there's a green house on the right with my blue car in the driveway. That belongs to Lynette, played by Felicity Huffman. Off to the left is a blue and brick house. That belongs to Bree, played by Marcia Cross. Back off to the right, the pale yellow house belongs to Susan, played by Terry Hatcher. The purplish house next to it was the Munsters house back in the day, 1313 Mockingbird Lane. It's followed by a gold house belonging to Eva Longoria. She plays Gabrielle in the show, or Gabby. And there's a blue house next to it that was used in Animal House. Of course, we know this best as Wisteria Lane, so let me show you a full scene that's shot right here.
Next morning, Edie Britt decided
I actually move. It's a golf cart engine with a plastic shell over the top.
With a greasy black
Now these Who's had to deal with more than just the group. Norbert Bates from Alfred Hitchcock's 1960 classic.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Stevie had.
They brought it in from like
Again,
Europe.
sit down to talk about War of the World. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. That's right. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Okay, I'm closed.
Mommy.
Robbie, get in. Don't make him say it again, Robbie. Get in. Ooh, Robbie's gonna get a whooping. On a more light-hearted note, we've also done a few comedies out here. There's a wooded area off to the right. That's where we shot some scenes from Wanderlust, starring Paul Rudd and Jennifer Aniston. And there is a log cabin on the right that was used in The Great Outdoors, starring John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. Beyond that on the right, you see a big blue wall with a crane in front of it. We call that area Falls Lake. Normally, we fill in that front concrete area with water, and then we use that blue screen to digitally put any sort of background or environment behind our actors. We can also just paint clouds right on style. How's that sound? Doesn't matter, you're kind of trapped in here, you sort of have to. Now the dream starts off, and things start getting darker and darker and darker. And I notice I'm going in a tunnel of some sort. At this point, I'm a little bit scared, but not sure. Off to the right, I see a sarcophagus filled with beetles. Now I'm freaking out. My heart is beating, sweat's pouring down my face. Then the dream gets weird. The entire room starts spinning. Welcome to my nightmare. What? Is he cursing us? Yeah, he's definitely speaking cursive. Now remember, this is my dream, so it's populated by people from my subconscious. Normally that just means celebrities I've been thinking about recently. People like Whoopi, how you doing? You got a scared buddy. Whoopi, is this good? Not good. Oh, no. Beginning of a tramp. They're on the tramp. Teresa! I wanna wake up. Someone give me the kick.
Batman World Famous Studio Tour featuring King Kong 360 3D. Head down the pathway towards the studio tour sign. Follow the crowd, they know where they're going. The stroller parking is available up and down that pathway to your right. Be sure to take your valuables with you.